Joshua Toomey here of the Talk To Me podcast. And before we get into this next episode on the CMS Podcast Network, let's talk about the Talk To Me t-shirt. It is awesome. It has a skull, pizza, and headphones, all the great things in life. So if you want to support the Talk To Me podcast, head over to talktomepod.com, scroll to the bottom of the screen, order yourself a Talk To Me t-shirt. Let your friends and family know that you support the Talk To Me podcast, and that will be much appreciated. So once again, guys, talktomepod.com. And now on to the episode you actually came to see.
It is Aftershocks right here on Aftershocks TV, and joining us today is, I'm going to say he's the singer of every band that I have, that I listen to. He's in so many projects. His current project, for the moment anyway, is Sunstorm. The new album is called Afterlife. You certainly know him from Rainbow and Vandenberg and just a slew of other bands. He is Ronnie Romero. Ronnie, how are you, sir?
Hey, Chris, how are you?
I'm good, man. It's great to speak to you. And like I said, you play on damn near every record that's on my phone, man. It's like every time I turn around, there's another Ronnie Romero record, man. It's a good thing.
That's my mission. That's my mission.
Nice. Well, Ronnie, obviously the most current project that you are working is Sunstorm. You're on the new album Afterlife. So talk a little bit about that. How did you end up getting involved with Sunstorm?
Well, I just got the call from Serafino from Frontiers. They just called me and asking me if I opt to, like to record the album because Joe Lynn Turner is not in the project anymore, and that's it. That was really easy. And then the some days after, I was recording the album.
Oh, wow, no problems there.
No.
Now, Ronnie, you're obviously a very in-demand voice. You are probably the guy right now. With that going on, what goes into your decision on what to sing on? Do you turn things down, or are you just happy to get the call, so you're always willing to lend your voice to a project, or what do you use to evaluate when you join a project?
For me, the most important thing is to like the offer in terms of the music that I'm gonna sing.
Okay.
If there's somebody asking me, I have this project and I wanted to sing the album, and they send me the song, to me it's like, I don't like it that much. Is a no. Okay. I'm not doing this because of the money, just of the money. It's something totally different, and I feel very grateful to have the chance to decide what to sing.
Sure.
And obviously there is another part where you cannot say no to Richie Blackmore, Michael Schenker, Adrian Vandenberg, and all those guys. It's like if they call you, it's like, okay, please have me in your band. It's like it's something that you need to do. But the rest of the project to me is really important to like the songs and to like the all the global vision of the project that they are offering me. In this case, Sunstorm, for example, is to me it was really exciting because obviously Sunstorm, it always was one of my favorite Frontiers project with Joe Lynn Turner in the vocals. Sure. And then suddenly I got the call from the main guy from the record label. Do you want to sing this? And I was like, yes, I really want to sing this. Obviously, it's one of my favorite music styles. Most of the things most of the people, they recognize me because I'm a kind of a heavy metal singer.
Mm-hmm.
And singers, we always try to prove ourselves that we can do something else. So in this case, to me, was to try to get out of my comfort zone from the heavy metal and try to sing something more melodic and more produce it on the vocal side. Sure. With the harmonies and everything. So yeah, I said yes.
Sure. And you obviously did that. I mean, for the very most part, this is outside of your comfort zone when you listen to Afterlife. But then again, there are songs that are kind of in the pocket for you. Songs like Born Again jumps out at me as one that sounds very much like what you're known to do. So, when you heard these songs, I'm assuming that you were sent demos or fully mixed, music. I'm not sure which, either from Alessandro or from Serafino. When you heard these, did you hear, your voice on them initially, or were you excited to try and make your voice fit these songs?
Yeah, it's funny, because the most of the times when I get the demos from the producers, the demos are singed by the producers, and they have totally different voices from my vocals.
Right.
So you sometimes like this Born Again, you're listening to the song, it's like, "Ooh, no, no, no." There's not this aggressive thing from my performance, so it's really easy to me to put the Ronnie Romero thing on the songs.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I really want to, when I get a demo, I really want to go to the studio to put my vocals on it and check how is it sound with my vocals. So it's to me it's really exciting. And even with this Sunstorm, it was even more because as I told you, I grew up listening classic rock and melodic rock with my father, rest in peace. We were really great fans of all those American classic bands like 10 Years After, like Boston, like Kansas, Journey.
Okay.
So to me, to get this kind of music more melodic and to have the chance to work more in the vocal production side,
Sure.
It was really exciting for me. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this.
Definitely. Now, Ronnie, talk a little bit about Alessandro. I mean, he's obviously making his way, much like you. He's in 400,000 projects himself these days. As somebody that knows him a little bit and has worked with him, what is he better at? Is he a better musician or is he a better songwriter?
That's very difficult to answer, because I met Alessandro like 4 or 5 years ago. He had great skills. When you write a song and he send it to you, it's like everything is flowing on the songwriting side. It's really easy for actually nowadays when you don't have the chance to meet all together in the studio and to work on the songs, and record all together because of this lockdown and COVID restrictions. You need to do it by your own, and sometimes when you get a song, it's really hard to get the idea, and then you need to go to the studio, send the tracks back, and then go to the studio again because you didn't get it, and then you need to change some things. In this case, for example, with Alessandro, it was really easy because the song were well songwriter. They was awesome, and he was singing the songs. That was when he was sending me the demos. I was like, you really need a singer for this, Yeah, he's great. He can do everything, and that's I think that's a skill that many musicians have, and that's why he's doing a lot of things with the record label.
Sure. Now, when he brought this to you, or when it was brought to you, was it brought with full lyrics completed, or did you have any part in the writing, or no?
No. It was all everything done with Alessandro. But anyway, I got enough freedom to go to the studio and to change certain things because of your performance. It's not the same as the producer performance. So you need to put your own thing, and then suddenly there is a word doesn't work, and you need to change it a little bit, or the vocal lines are not didn't match or didn't fit with your performance, so you need to change it a little bit, that kind of things. But mostly all the songwriting was about Alessandro.
Okay. Now for you personally, somebody that has stepped in, like you said, into so many other people's bands, whether it's Vandenberg or MSG or obviously Rainbow, or Sunstorm, now you yourself are an accomplished musician with Lords of Black that you control. Is it comfortable to go into somebody else's project when you are also somebody that is very comfortable in writing your own lyrics and writing your own material? And
it's you need to people need to understand two things. First of all, it looks like I'm always replacing somebody else in all the bands that I get involved. I am always the replace singer. I'm always the replacement. Besides Lords of Black, obviously, because I started this band from the beginning. But so to me, it's really easy to separate things. First of all, because when you're singing, like in Rainbow, for example, when you're singing the Rainbow songs, obviously the people want to listen the closest to the original, but at the same time they're gonna listen to something different because it's another singer. So it's something really hard to handle it. But I understand how it works. And then in the songwriting, I don't have any problem with. I don't have enough singer ego to to put my name on this record, and the lyrics should be written by me. No, I don't have this kind of things, because I understand that when people write music should come from inside, and when the song is good, you don't have anything to do. But luckily, I had this year, last year, I had the chances to write some music even on the Michael Schenker record.
Right.
So to me it's great. If I had the chance to do it, I will do it because I can do it. If not, if the songs don't need to do it, because actually with Michael Schenker, for example, they send me 4 or 5 tracks to write the lyrics. Okay. And they send me some lyrics already done. And the most of the songs I say, I don't want to touch this because it's not gonna sound like Michael Schenker. It's gonna sound something different. Right. So I have no problem to sing this. And there was another song like Save the Darkness that I say, okay, I can do this, and I did it. So to me, it's really easy to understand when you can do it or when you need to do it or not.
Sure. Yeah. And there must be something about you where you get along well, because and I'm sure some of it is myth, but obviously it's no secret people have had troubles getting along with Michael and with Ricky. There must be something about you that makes you easy to work with these these clearly legendary guitarists.
Yeah, because I'm actually like, as you're watching me on the video, nothing too high, nothing like a double face something. I'm just like easy guy. I just really want to play music, to be happy doing it, and that's it. I think music is about this, to be happy and to make the people happy.
Sure, definitely. Now, Ronnie, it's no secret that Joe Lynn Turner is not real happy. Speaking, it's no secret he's not real happy right now, and he's been public about it, about this record, and I personally, and you don't have to comment on this, but it's just a thought. I honestly think it has more to do with you getting the Rainbow gig and then this gig, and he's kind of maybe looking at both. But for you, somebody that is clearly influenced by Joe, and obviously your voice is very influenced by Joe's history. How do you balance that in your head? Does that make you, sad that he's, not happy with projects that you're in, or do you kind of just look past it and just be like, I got to do what I got to do, or what?
And it's funny that it looks like I'm always chasing Joe and trying to steal his jobs, right? Right. For sure, he has this feeling with me. But it's exactly the opposite. It's somebody asked me about this Rainbow once, and I say, listen, I was just sitting in my couch one day, and I got a call from Richie Blackmore. I didn't call Richie, first of all. I was not chasing Richie. Hey, put me on the Rainbow band. I got the call. That's it. And obviously, you cannot say something different like yes to Richie Blackmore. I didn't have any idea about any previous negotiation or something else that Joe's had with Rainbow or anything else like that, and then with this Sunstorm thing, it was totally the same thing. I just got the call from the record label, and actually my first question was, because I'm a huge fan of Sunstorm, I say, but what happened with Joe? It's everything is okay if I do this, and they say everything is okay. Obviously, it was not that okay, but but I can separate the idol from the person.
Sure.
He's one of my favorite singers. It's my favorite, actually, my favorite. I can say this. I know the people, the Dio fans, they're gonna kill me, but he's my favorite singer from Rainbow. Favorite era from Rainbow is with Joe Lynn Turner. So it's. Okay. It's to me, I just love him. With my fiance, we were singing all the time Stone Cold at home. Right. But then you read this kind of statements and that kind of things, and I can understand he's angry inside because of the record label or whatever. But it's not my deal. It's not my fight. Right. I'm just doing the music. I'm just getting paid for that, and that's it.
Right, definitely, and especially in the circumstance of Rainbow, what are you supposed to do? You get asked to. Rainbow hasn't been a band in however many years. All of a sudden, you get the call to bring back, an absolutely legendary band. What are you supposed to say? Well, let's see what Grand Bonnet has to say.
That's what I say. It's like when the people say that you are involved in too many things. Like, yeah, but I can imagine to saying to Michael Schenker, listen, Michael Schenker, I cannot do this because I'm ready with Richie Blackmore, so I think I cannot do it.
Right. No question. Well, Ronnie, obviously the pandemic has slowed down everybody's life, especially you guys that are, spend your lives on the stages. Do you feel like, do you get any indication at all that things might be opening up to where you could potentially get some of these songs or any of the songs that you've released in the last year out on a stage to be performed?
Yeah, I really hope so, because I'm getting really boring here. I don't want to sound like, in a bad statement, because obviously this is a difficult time for everybody. Actually, is even more difficult, not just for the musicians. I think the musicians, we are the less damaged with this kind of lockdown and COVID restrictions. But there is a lot of people involved in the industry. The crews, the people from the venues, the promoters and everything, they're really getting bad with this. At least with musicians, we can still play music. We're getting our royalties from the live streaming and everything. We're getting paid to record albums and everything. But for example, a sound engineer.
Yeah.
So it's for them, it's really hard, actually, not for the musicians. But anyway, it's so different from in any country. I'm living in Romania now, and everything is okay here. The restaurants that are open, you can go to the mall to shopping, and the kids, they're going to school. But then in Bulgaria, everything is closed, and we are, kids just, I don't know, it's so hard. So far, I have a tour with Michael Schenker, and it's not postponed or canceled. So
okay,
let's see.
Yeah. Knock wood.
Yeah.
No doubt. Well, for now, Ronnie, people should be definitely checking out the new release from Sunstorm. It's called Afterlife. It's out Friday. Is that correct? This Friday?
Yeah, Friday the 12th.
Okay, excellent. And where should people go online to keep up with you and your various hundreds of projects that you're in?
Put a Ronnie Romero in your life.
Yeah. Very good. Well, Ronnie, once again, the new album is called Afterlife. It is Sunstorm. And Ronnie, thanks so much for joining us here on Aftershocks.
My pleasure, Chris.
Thanks for listening to Aftershocks. For more episodes, go to our website at www.aftershockspodcast.com. Visit us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for more news and information on the podcast. And be sure to subscribe, listen to, and review all episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other podcast platforms. For your music listening pleasure, visit our website or go to www.shockwavesradio.com. For all comments and questions, please email us at info@aftershockspodcast.com.
All right, everybody, another great interview right here on Aftershocks TV. And before we go, just want to remind you one more time, make sure you get over and subscribe to the CMS Podcast Network, cmspn.com. You can watch, you can listen, you can subscribe to everything that we do, not only us, but the classic metal shows, Shockwave Skull Sessions, Talk to Me. It's all there, one site, get 4 great shows, never have to do anything again but be entertained. So Check it out, cmspn.com, cmspn.com, cmspn.com. Until next time, folks.